One thing I've done more than once here on this channel is drawing some scary space horror stuff. And many of my ideas come from films and comic books and video games. And I'm a huge fan of the Warhammer franchise, specifically the Warhammer Space Marine games. I've been in love with Warhammer Space Marine since it came out. I've spent so many hours playing this game, it's actually kinda embarrassing. Not just on the PC, but also on the Xbox 360 as well. I don't even know for how long I've had this. Probably for way too long, since my Xbox 360 has had one foot in the grave for like 5 or 7 years now. But, you know, sometimes it still works, so that's great. And yeah, as I said, I love the Warhammer Space Marine games. And of course I was super hyped when they announced Warhammer Space Marine 2. And now it's finally out, or it has been out for like a month or so. And it's very inspiring, of course, from an artistic standpoint. And yeah, on one mission I found this guy chilling out in the wall, and so I immediately had to sketch something inspired by that. I'm not very deep into the Warhammer 40k lore, but I think that's probably one of those unfortunate people that are fueling the God Emperor's throne or something that keeps him alive. Or maybe it's like a servo skull in the making, I don't know. Who knows what anything is for in Warhammer 40k, I think there's pretty much an explanation for everything, but most of the things I think are just there for, yeah, looking cool and grimdark. I just love this word, grimdark. I think this just fits everything about Warhammer perfectly. And since I'm going to implement the Imperial logo in this drawing, this is gonna be my first official Warhammer 40k fan art, I think. Yeah. Sketching this has been so much fun. As you can see, I'm just having a lot of fun with all of the skin and flesh hanging off this the skull, and yeah, just making it look gory and fleshy, and that's something that I really like. And then the contrast with the machinery, you know, the moving parts with those arms that I'm giving him, and the tubes and the helmet and everything. That's just a really cool aspect visually. I'm very pleased with that, very happy how that turned out. And yeah, so there's there are two stages that are the most fun in those drawings for me. That's of course the pencil stage right there, where I just sketch everything out with a pencil and just go crazy. And then after I'm done drawing all the outlines with ink, then of course the shading. The shading, I also just go absolutely crazy there, and just making it look, yeah, very cool. I'm trying out every single shading in the book. Keep improving my shading, just experimenting, especially with the reflective parts, the metal parts and the tubes and everything. It's just so cool once you figure out how to draw something, like a specific thing. Like in my case, it's those tubes that I love to do. I've been drawing these kind of cyborg drawings with tubes and wires connected to something. I think I've been drawing this for like, since I was... yeah, maybe like 8 years ago, more like 7 years ago, was the first time I figured out I could do this and make it look cool. And yeah, since then I've been implementing it in a ton of my drawings, and it has become one of the, I would say one of the, like when you look at a drawing of mine, especially when it implements these cyborg things, you just know that it's mine. And I think it just gives my art some sort of cool identity, which is very important. And yeah, there are a ton of drawings out there that I haven't drawn for YouTube, that I didn't show on YouTube because I didn't have YouTube back then, or at least I didn't post art back then on YouTube. It's there on my Instagram. Check out my Instagram if you want to see some stuff that I don't show here on YouTube. And yeah, I think I will publish this video on Halloween. Usually I don't publish videos. Publish, you know, sounds so sophisticated, like I'm some sort of, you know, big time, I don't know, offer or something. Yeah, I will publish it on Wednesday. Nah, usually I don't post videos on during the week. Usually I just do it on the weekend, Saturday, Sunday. I figured out that's where I get better views than if I would do it during the week. But I think this would probably fit Halloween, so maybe you're watching this on Halloween. If you do, well, I hope I could, you know, provide you with some spooky visuals. Pretty sad. What are you doing? Why are you sitting in front of your computer or your TV or on your phone watching some dude draw some Warhammer horror fan art? pen and ink thing? Why are you not out partying? Well, why am I sitting here in front of my PC alone, editing some sort of YouTube video that maybe 100 people will watch? Damn. Well, it doesn't matter. Everybody has the right to spend their free time how they choose, right? So, if you're watching this video, that's great. Thank you so much. Subscribe to the channel, by the way. I spend a lot of my free time editing these videos, drawing, making these videos. Takes up a lot of my time, and you know, I don't make a single penny off YouTube. I'm not a YouTube partner. So yeah, if you want to support me and support the work that I'm doing here, then give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much. Yeah, and Halloween is not really what it used to be, isn't it? I can remember when I was a kid, in the town where I was growing up, we always had like some sort of Halloween party going on, really like a party, but you know, people were going out onto the street, and you know, kids would get candy, and everybody was wearing a mask, and there was like a costume competition, and all the stores were open, and all, you know, even late in the night, and they had some special Halloween decorations, and you know, now it's like it's nothing. It's you know, it's just a normal night. There's a ton of parties, obviously, and loud music, you know, people having fun. Now I'll probably just spend the evening with my girlfriend on the couch and just watching some old horror movies, probably Scream. So yeah, Halloween, but not really what it used to be, I think. And I've never been really big into going to parties or something like that. What am I doing at a party, you know? I don't know, I always used to go to metal concerts, to some metal gigs, some small shows with a friend, but you know, that kind of stopped since I don't really listen to metal anymore. Now the only thing that I do with friends is go to a bar, drink, and talk. That's really the only thing I do with friends, and other than that, I just hang out with my girlfriend on the couch, draw, play video games, and of course study a lot for school and for work, and yeah, I guess that's what you call growing up. I'm not sure. Oh no, it probably is, isn't it? Oh damn. What you gonna do, huh? Well, bars are nice to talk. The couch with my girlfriend is nice. Work is fun, I guess. Depends on what I have to do at work. But mostly it's fun. Trade school, yeah. Get to learn a lot of cool stuff. So it's not that bad, I guess. And I have my own money, and you know, I can travel a lot. You know, I've been to London with my girlfriend recently, and this year we plan on going to New York City, so you can afford more stuff when you work, make money. But what am I talking about? Let's get back to the drawing. As you can see, the shading is going on nicely. I kind of overdid the shading a little bit on the metal arms. They're supposed to be more reflective than they ended up being. I tried to rescue it somehow. Yeah, it doesn't look as good as it could be. Yeah, and really shading this old, greasy, rotten flesh, if you know what I mean. That's a lot of fun. That's what I like. I tend to overshade things, and so there's really no overshading when you want to draw some, you know, gross zombie character. In fact, it's a good thing to overshade, because the more you add, the more details you add, the more wrinkles you add, the more small spots you add here and there, the more the older and the more messed up the skin is going to look, and obviously that's what you're going for when you're drawing some sort of ghoul zombie thing. And shading the big cables was also a lot of fun, just making sure everything is as kind of a reflective character to it, and then, you know, just going crazy. But yeah, I would say that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Give me the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed it. I hope you did. And yeah, check out my Instagram, subscribe. I hope I see you around on the channel, okay? Take care, and bye bye.